Okay, let's see counter type or RAM type of analog to digital converter. Okay, so this is the block diagram of counter type. So there is a comparator, AND gate, N bit counter, N bit digital to analog converter, clear signal enable, clock, N bit latch. Okay, this is your MSB, this is LSB, this is MSB, this is LSB. Okay, the output of DAC is related as decimal equivalent of the input, that is these bits which are binary bits, into resolution, or you can say step size. Okay, now the comparator will work in this way. If V plus is greater than equal to V minus, your output will be logic 1. If V plus is less than V minus, output will be logic 0. Okay, now how this circuit will work? You apply your analog voltage here. It will compare with the analog output of the DAC. Initially this counter will be set to 0 0 0 0. Okay, all zeros. Output will be 0. It will compare. So logic 1 will be the output of the comparator. Means AND gate will let this clock pass to this counter. Since it is a positive edged, so clock will be given and counter will start counting. Counter will start counting. So from all 0 to 0 0 0 0 1 it will go to. Okay, so one count will happen, and then the D2A output will be based upon this relation. If the analog voltage is greater than the VA, then the output will be 0, as the output will be logic 1. So usually what happens, it is always less than VA is greater than the DAC. Okay, again you will have logic 1 here, means clock will be still passing through it. So it is like until and unless V minus will not be greater than VA, your counter will be counting, continue counting, and this is an up counter. It will go on counting. At one point of time, what will happen, your V minus, whatever the output will come from here, your V minus will be greater than becomes greater than VA, and at that point of time you will have logic 0 at the output of comparator. Means this 0 will be tracked by this control circuit, plus this clock will not be passed to this counter, means counter will be stationary. As soon as control circuit will see that output of the comparator was 0, it will do two things. First, it will enable the N bit latch and it will clear the counter. So clearing means all zeros, and latching here, what will happen, whatever was the output from MSB to LSB, it was from counter, they will be latched to this latch, means the same will be passed to here. Okay, it means if your enable input will be logic 1, this same input will be passed to the output of the latch. If enable input will be 0, the input of the latch will not be passed to the output. So enabling means control circuit is providing logic 1 to this terminal of the latch. This is also N bit. So it will go on counting until and unless this V minus becomes greater than V plus, and at that point of time your counter will reset and it will start again. So for next value of VA, what will happen? Again the same procedure will happen, go on. This will start from 0 0 0, all 0 0 0 to it will go on counting. At some point of time your V minus will become greater than V plus and clock will not be passed. Again it will become reset, and at that point of time the output will be taken. So you will get a better picture of this via waveform when I will show you. Okay, this is how the circuit will work. Okay. So I hope everything is clear. So just to give you a clear picture, I have made a diagram here, a voltage diagram. In y direction you have voltage volts, and in x direction you have time. Okay, so let's say you have this curve, VA is your input to the comparator, positive terminal. So what will happen, initially your counter will be set to 0, all zeros, and we are considering 4-bit counter just for the example sake. It can be n-bit counter. Okay, so 4-bit counter if you will take, so initially the counter will be reset as soon as you apply the VA. So you can see here, if you will apply VA, okay, initially, so here you can see, so if you apply VA, what will happen, the counter will start counting, because the comparator output will be logic 1 and clock will be passed to the counter, and the counter will start counting. And you can see this is the difference is step size, where step size is whatever the maximum value of the VA is, VFS is VA max, divided by 2 to the power n minus 1, where n is the bit size of the counter, and that is also a resolution. You can see how it looks like here. Okay, that the step it will take minimum is your step size. So that's how it will start counting 1 2 3 4 5 like this, until here when V minus, that is your DAC output, becomes greater than your analog input, and that point of time your comparator shows logic low output and your counter becomes reset due to control logic. This will come down, this is your counter reset, and at the same time your counter logic circuit will latch this output, whatever the counter output was will be latched, that is 1001. So that will be the output of the latch, and that will be the corresponding digital equivalent of your message signal, whatever VA you are applying at the input. Okay, similarly again it will go down, it will reset, it will start counting again, it will go till VA will be less than your VDAC. At that point of time again reset, then again it goes on and on. Okay, so you can see it's not very efficient, because it is missing this part, plus it is only able to count the curves in upper direction. Okay, so and moreover this also takes time to rise up, it comes down and again rise up, so it is a slow type of A to D converter, plus it is missing the analog inputs as well, you can see. So generally we don't prefer this type of counter type ADC but this is there in the A to D syllabus, so that is why I covered. So I hope the picture is clear now how things work. So this is something which you always also see in digital communication also, when you do sampling and quantization as well. So there also we have same kind of formula. So this is what step size means, how much step the counter will take. Then there is something called T conversion. What will be the conversion time it will take. So it is actually dependent upon the analog voltage. Okay, whatever the exact conversion time will be, that will be dependent upon VA, but the maximum conversion time will be 2 to the power n minus 1, because the counter can only count 2 to the power n minus 1 counts. Okay, so that is the maximum the counter can go, and that is the reason the conversion time is 2 to the power n minus 1. Okay, so this is the maximum, but exact conversion time depends upon the value of VA. So if VA will be less, it will take less time. If VA will be high, it will take more time. Okay, so that is how you see. But for counter type, the T conversion maximum is 2 to the power n minus 1. Okay. Okay, let's start with tracking type or A to D converter. This is same as counter type A to D converter. it is just an improved version of counter type. Okay, so you can see there is a comparator which will be working in same manner as it was working in counter type. There is a n bit counter, n bit D to A converter, 8 bit latch, sorry, it should be n bit latch. Okay, this is a control circuit. Okay, so now I have made something u slash d bar, which means up slash down bar, which means if the input to this line will be logic 1, it will work as up counter, and if the input to this line is logic 0, it will work as down counter. Okay, so now again it will start with all zeros. The DAC VDAC will be less than VA, that means high output will be given by comparator. If logic high will be the output of comparator, this counter will work as up counter. It will continue working on up counter until VDAC is greater than VA. At that point of time, your output of comparator will be logic low, which means control circuit will understand that it has to enable the latch to take the output, okay, digital output. Okay, and then your since the output of the comparator was logic 0, this counter will start working as a down counter. It will work as a down counter until your VA will become greater than VDAC, and then again it will become a logic low. At that point of time, control logic will understand that again it has to enable the latch so that it can take the output, and then it will continue working as up counter, and the process goes on. Okay, so that is how the tracking type A to D converter will work. The point here is it will track the analog signal properly and better than counter type A to D converter in up direction, in down direction, in both. Okay, so that is how the circuit will work, and everything you know that in counter type ADC the same thing goes here as well. The only thing is your counter will be working as up as well as down counter. Now you will get a better picture when I will show you a diagram or curve. Okay, so now let's see the curve of analog input and digital output of tracking type A to D converter. So you can see the black one is the curve analog input given to the system, and this is kind of the output you will get from the DAC. So you can see initially it is trying to capture the analog input, and once it captured the analog input, it tracks each and every time this analog input. Okay, so you can see that whenever there is a up and your input voltage is also there is up count, then output will be fetched to the latch, and at some points when there is down count, it will not take, like here and here. But here you can see, since the down count is necessary for capturing the analog input, so at this point the output will be fetched to the latch. Okay, so because of this, control circuit should be advanced in this case. Okay, so that it will capture only it will only enable the 8-bit n-bit latch when the down count is there and also there is a analog input. Okay, so when those two things matches, then only it will latch it, else it will not. So control circuit should be advanced in this case, which will increase the complexity of circuit. And if there is a constant signal in analog input, then the output will just switch from positive to negative voltage like this. Okay, so this will be the blue one will be the output of DAC in case analog input is constant. Okay, now the T conversion, the maximum conversion time will still be 2 to the power n minus 1, where n is the bit counter bit bits, okay, but on average the time consumed for total conversion on average will be less than for tracking time and counter time. So the tracking type will have less average conversion time than counter type, okay. So this is what it means. So you can see that it is better in tracking the analog input rather than coming back to reset and then again coming up. It is not doing like that, so that is a good thing. That is why tracking type is more efficient than counter type, okay, but it is still slow, but better than counter type, okay. So that is how it will track the analog input, okay.